The way we've always done adjustments is no longer enough. For geodetic professionals and land surveyors looking for rigorous adjustments and the results they can trust, there's GeoLab. To start today's demo, we're going to begin on the Setup tab of the new and improved GeoLab 2020. From here you can see how simple it is to add an existing project and get to work, or to create a totally new project with your observations. First, configure your project's file structure and options. From here, add any known coordinates and use one of GeoLab's many versatile import tools to bring in your own data, such as the new GeoImport's custom import tool. Your new project will now be opened in GeoLab's Assistant tab, which makes editing files and running adjustments easier than ever. GeoLab has many advanced options and preferences to give you full personalized control over your adjustments and their results, accessed through the Setup tab. Many of these options can also be specified directly on an adjustment file to ensure that the correct options are always run for anybody using your files. Rather than writing out all your project data on one large text file, simply use GeoLab's include record, which gives you the power to create a nested file structure located within one main project file. These include records can then be double-clicked to quickly navigate through the file structure. Another added convenience of GeoLab 2020 is the ability to move quickly through large text files by holding the Control and Shift function keys, as well as checking the Quick Scroll button. This allows you to quickly move by up to 60 lines at a time. The adjustment process in GeoLab is really quite simple. Click the Process Main IOB button on the Assistant tab to run a least squares adjustment with the current project and options. The Adjustment Summary dialog is designed to provide a simple overview of your adjustment results, including the estimated variance factor and any standardized residuals or errors. Standardized residuals capture information on observations that are statistically likely to be blunders, often meaning that the corresponding observations are a cause of error and should be removed from the adjustment. The listing file provides detailed statistical information on your adjustment, including adjusted observations and unknowns, misclosures, observation residuals, confidence regions, and more. Once we find the observation causing the largest standardized residual, we can then comment it out and rerun our adjustment. This process can be repeated, one standardized residual after another, until the variance factor reaches preferable levels. But for the sake of speed and efficiency, GeoLab 2020 has a simple yet powerful feature called Smart Adjust that automates this process for you, repeatedly running an adjustment and removing its largest standardized residual until the variance factor becomes acceptable. We can see that the Smart Adjust feature has removed about 7 of our observation groups in this case. To undo these changes, right-click and press the Remove All Commented Observations button. Otherwise, once the results of an adjustment are deemed acceptable, you can then use a GeoLab record to scale the covariance matrix of your observations by the resulting variance factor, giving more realistic adjustment results. You now know how to readily set up, configure, and run an adjustment project from scratch using GeoLab 2020. For a more in-depth statistical analysis, GeoLab 2020 comes with an exciting new internal and external reliability tool, providing insight into positional biases in measurements and estimated coordinates, and enabling you to find the positionally weakest points and parameters. GeoLab also provides many additional tools for analyzing network results, including the Station Information Tool, which provides Cartesian, astronomic, geoidal, and ellipsoidal coordinates for a network point, the Station Differences Tool, which calculates Cartesian, astronomic, geoidal, and geodetic spatial differences between selected network points, and the Network Differences Tool, which computes a list of coordinate differences between common points in two networks, and a statistical test as to whether the common points are significantly different. Simple dialogues allow you to modify and add new linear units, ellipsoids, map projections, and geoids, all for use in your projects, and these can be easily shared with other users. In addition to analyzing networks, GeoLab provides many versatile features for exporting data, including the listing report, which comes with simple options to change its format to fit your text editor of choice. Additional export tools are available, including the Adjusted Coordinates Lister, which writes a list of the final adjusted coordinates in a desired format, the Observation Extractor, which writes your network points as an observation group with a covariance matrix representing their statistical relationships, the Station Data Lister, which allows you to write a custom delimited list of your coordinates and relevant fields, and the Coordinate Transformation Tool, which does transformations between any coordinate systems, whether 2D or 3D, and provides you with the ability to apply custom 7-parameter and 4-parameter transformations. To visualize your data, simply go over to the Drawing tab. GeoLab provides built-in tools for drawing a network along with its connections and errors, and can be used to overlay multiple networks and compare their differences. GeoLab 2020 also provides a versatile new tool in the Export Files menu for exporting KML shapefiles for viewing and editing your networks in external software products. GeoLab provides the tools for you to adjust your most complicated networks yet, and is already helping professionals worldwide. Why not give it a try today?